What's up, everyone? Long time no see. I'm sorry about that, but life happens. Super busy, super, kind of away from the car for a bit. It's not really because I've lost motivation on it per se. It's more so because I've been waiting on my fabricator. Guy had a kid, so he's been away from work and stuff, and he's been trying to take care of some stuff on his end before he could take my car in. But I finally have some good news. Tomorrow, which is, today is the 19th, so tomorrow, which is the 20th of May, he's coming in the morning. He's going to pick up the car with the trailer, and he's going to have the car for, he says, around 5 days after he picks it up. So that really actually means probably a week to a week and a half, and then everything should be done. It really needs to go. It says it's only taking 5 days. He already has all the materials to do it. He ordered them a week or so ago, so all that stuff's in. So he has everything he needs. Hopefully he'll be able to knock it out fast. Before we get started, or before it goes to fab, we have some work we have to do to get it ready to go to fab, and that's what we're going to be doing today and some of tomorrow. But yeah, I will be taking you guys along the way so you can see everything that's happening. First order of business was I had to break out the dusty, crusty deluxe laptop that I've had for like 4 years because I don't have Flash Pro on my new laptop, which I use for editing now. So I haven't touched Flash Pro in a hot minute. It was honestly, I've been sitting here for like an hour trying to figure it out. And I'm going to go through a little bit of that because some of you guys might run into that issue too. If you have a good tune, you haven't touched it in probably a year, or probably a little less. I did get it retuned probably like 7 months ago. But anyways, point of that being my Flash Pro software was out of date, and the Flash Pro's firmware was also out of date. So I've already got the new tune on here, courtesy of my buddy Zach over at Hack Tune. If you guys need any tunes, definitely hit him up. Dude's awesome. He's very quick too. It's constant sending data logs. He revises them, sends them back and forth until you're good. He's got very good pricing. It's not really like sponsor or anything. He's just a good friend of mine. And me and Dean both are tuned by him. Definitely a good dude. I'm actually going to try to get him to come down to Savannah here so we can do some actual dyno tuning rather than e-tuning. But for now, an e-tune is going to have to do. So yeah. All right. So back to the main point of all this. So we have the new tune here. When you open up Flash Pro, not the actual tune, because as you can see, I have the actual tune that's downloaded here opened up. You got to open up the actual software itself. You need to make sure that's up to date. It's 3.7.2 as of the making of this video. So all you need to do is go to help and then check for updates, and that will allow you to update the actual software on your PC. Next, because that's very old, obviously the Flash Pro itself has firmware that needs to be updated. So when you update your firmware, just because this took me a hot minute to figure out, and I couldn't really find it anywhere. I tried Googling it. I'm sure it's somewhere. I didn't search super hard, but you don't open it up in the actual application. You open up the tune that I have right here. You open it up in the tune, and then I think I had to unplug and replug in the Flash Pro, and it'll tell you that the Flash Pro's firmware needs to be updated. You just hit OK, and then you should see a little bar. The data log light will come on, USB light should be on, and the power light should be on. So once you've updated those two things, then you can finally go in here to calibrations, and you can upload your latest tune, which I have right here. Another piece of just, I guess, advice, if you want to call it. Where's it at? Your license registration. Your Flash Pro has to be registered. I guess over time, it kind of goes bad. You have to update it every so often. So mine was out of date. I had to update my registration. All you do is click through it, and you have to do out of the country because technically Flash Pro is illegal. It's not carb legal, at least if you bought the good Flash Pro, which is the red one. So yeah, all this stuff has to be green in order for you to be able to upload your latest and greatest tune. So now that it's downloaded, finally get out of the apartment. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna upload the new tune to the car. Hopefully the battery's got enough life to handle that, because it can't start it. So I think it does. The battery's still got a pretty good charge on it. Shouldn't take more than a few seconds to upload this. All right, it's been a hot minute since I've been in here, but it's good to see the car again. So first step is first, we need power to the car in order to upload the tune. So I'm just gonna do like that. And then I'm gonna grab our Flash Pro, and then you're gonna get inside the car. Verify you got power, which we do, so that's all fine and dandy. I'm gonna plug this in and then see how it goes. Man, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm pretty rusty on how to even use a Flash Pro, but yep, be right back. All right, so you need your key. This is my spare, and you need the Flash Pro. So I put this to ignition. Okay, so I got it. It was because I had the fuel pump fuse not in the car, so it's in program. The check engine light was blinking, now it's not. So here pretty soon we should start to see the tachometer needle move. And there it goes. As you can see, it's moving slowly. So once it reaches all the way to the top and that stops blinking, the new tune will be uploaded. All right, so it just finished. The program light went away, so that's it. The tune is uploaded, so cool beans. And now it's time to move on to other things. All right, so sorry for the noise, can't help it, but you know, I got stuff to do today, so I can't wait for that guy to stop. So, okay, hopefully that's a little more bearable. I couldn't even hear myself think, so perks of living in an apartment, right? Anyways, next thing I need to make sure is that we have wheel clearance from the battery to the wheel. So I'm gonna throw this wheel on, I'm gonna turn the key on, and I'm going to turn the steering rack, make sure it doesn't hit anything. So hopefully it doesn't. I really don't want to go through all that again with that battery box, so. All right, here's the wheel back on. Kind of weird to see it like that. I know it's a little bit lower than it would be if it was on the ground. It's actually like maybe like that far from the fender, so I don't know. I think we might get lucky. I think it's gonna be close though, but we will definitely be finding out. All right, well, as you guys can see, we are close, but we're not hitting. The only thing we just gotta be careful of is the negative wire. Make sure that's tucked out of the way when we actually tighten it down. But yeah, so that's very, very good news. It's definitely, I'm okay with that much space, so yeah, cool. Awesome, I'm super stoked. That's great. All right, so next up, we are going to be doing the transmission fluid. It's good that I still got some oil in there. For that, I'm gonna have to reopen the garage door, which is good, it's getting hot in here. We're gonna have to jack up the back end of the car and put it on stands, because I want the car to be level. All right, so that sketched me out real bad. When I was jacking it up, I forgot I had the bumper like right up against the car. I had to move it so I had space over there, and it was catching on this, and I kept hearing this, well, this noise. And I was like, like every jack it would start to do it, and I was like getting really scared that the front jacks were like tipping or something. But I know that the jack was moving forward with the car as I came up, so oops. Yeah, so that was a little sketchy. Definitely had my heart beating a little bit there. So, but yeah, the car is on jacks now, and it is mostly level. It's not exact, just fine. Next, we are going to drain the transmission fluid. And if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, it's on the underside. But it should be like right down there on the side. And then the fill is also on the side. And you'll need 2 quarts because we'll use all of one and then maybe like half or most of the next, if I remember right. It's been a hot minute since I've done this, so you know, bear with me. But yeah, I'm gonna work on finding that drain. So yeah, I will catch you guys once I get a drain pan over there and figure it out. All right, hopefully you can see. I think you can. That's the drain bolt. It's a 3/8 drive, I think. So got this little tiny breaker bar that fits perfect on it, and I still need to grab a drain, but I'm gonna go ahead and crack it loose. And exactly, there we go. Didn't even have to put it in all the way, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there it goes. Also a good idea before you do this job, if you're just doing the trans fluid, make sure you have a new crush washer. Dean and I buy a whole assortment of them. Like, it comes with a mixture of like oil drain crush washers and then trans oil crush washers. So, all right, so here's the old one, here's the new one. Kind of hard to tell on camera, but the old one's a little bit wider. It's because they're crush washers. So if you only have the old one to go off of, like, it looks totally fine, but you can tell that it's just ever so slightly off. So that's why it's always good to just go ahead and get a new one. So we got that. We got a drain bolt right here. And once I finish letting that kind of drip out, I'll throw this back in and then we'll work on filling it up. Okay, so finished draining. I put the drain bolt back in. I just gave it the good old German torque spec, good and tight. I went ahead and drained that into our little vat over there because we're going to need this when we're filling the fluid, because you're supposed to fill it up until it starts to overflow. So any overflow, I'm going to try to catch it in that. And yeah, now on to the next part of this puzzle, which is this piece. I'd highly recommend you guys get it. I think this is the right one. This almost looks like the wrong one. I'll have to try it out, because we had another one and it was oily and stuff in a bag, but Dean might have gotten a new one because they're pretty cheap. But basically this is just gonna thread into the transmission fluid bottle, and then that way you don't have to use like an awkwardly long funnel, because the fill port is like way down low. So yep, I'm gonna double check if this is right, and if not, then I have to do some digging to find the other one. So all right, so yeah, I was wrong. This is for something else. This is the one we need, so it's very similar. It's the same thing basically. I think that might just be made for brake fluid or something. So this will thread onto this, kind of like a bottle cap, and then you can just kind of squeeze it, and that way you can do this job with just one person, and you don't need to, I don't know, find a unicorn of a funnel somewhere. So all right, here's what it should look like when you set it up. The fill bolt is a 17 mil, so just in case you guys need to know that, so you don't, you know, look around for wrenches and stuff. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna film this as much. I might put a clip in. So all right, well, that was a pain in the ass, but I finally got it off. Here's the old one, here's the new one. There's the bolt, 17 mil, I was right. So I'm just gonna, oh, that's weird. Maybe they are different. Got a bunch of them in here, so I'm sure one of them's the right one. Interesting. Let me figure that out real quick. All right, well, that's unfortunate. I'm about to eat my own words. So fill bolt is different than the other transmission washers. So this is like totally separate. That sucks. Whatever. If it was the drain, I'd be concerned, but it's just the fill. So we're just gonna reuse it. All right, well, we're having a bit of a freak out moment here. We had massive leaks coming from both these top brake lines on the top of the master, so we're trying to tighten them down as best we can, and this heat sleeving down here got coated in brake fluid, so we got to remove that now. Oh yeah, it's like soaked. Shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put you guys down, and then I will be back as soon as we actually start bleeding the brakes rather than spraying brake clean everywhere. All right, guys, so I'm sorry. Kind of stopped filming, forgot to. It was a major hassle to stop these brake fluid leaks. And now I have brake fluid sitting on my paint, so that's not good at all. But we don't have any, what's that shit called?
Brake cleaner.
Brake cleaner, yeah, we ran out. So tomorrow morning before Briggs comes to pick this bad bitch up, I'm gonna go buy some brake cleaner. I gotta spray everything down back there. As you see, everything got ruined. There's brake fluid all over literally everything. And actually that brake fluid is eating up that gold tape, dude. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I sprayed it with degreaser. Hopefully that helps a little bit, but we got the brakes all bled. We didn't find any leaks anymore. We ended up taking a metal washer from here. We had to drill it out with that so that it fit over the bolt. And then we had to replace this outer washer here with that silver thing, and now it doesn't leak. But that's what I get for buying shit off eBay. I mean, sometimes you don't really have another option, but at the very least, buy more crush washers, yeah?
Yeah.
So we learned our lesson for sure. But yeah, everything's buttoned up. We didn't put the sway bar back in. We're gonna do that when the car comes back, because fuck it, people take those off anyways. And yeah, so what the hell was that?
Just moving your negative out of the way.
Oh, okay. So we got the wheels back on. We're about to lower the car for the first time since we took it apart, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, kind of excited for that. Yeah. We definitely stayed up way later than we were supposed to because we both got to get up early. He's definitely got to get up early, so everyone say thanks to Dean because he's a real one. Because he was supposed to be asleep like an hour and a half ago. But anyways, yeah, ready to lower it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. There's some rags down there, but whatever. Okay. Moment of truth. It's not like it's gonna break or anything, but it's still cool to see.
Is that bumper out of the way?
Yeah, it's good. Woo! It's on the ground, dude.
Forgot that motor goes that way.
Yeah, I forgot how low this car was. I'm used to it sitting like up here.
Yeah, you are pretty low.
It's pretty cool to look at. Pretty excited. Them BC's treating me right, dude.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's cool. That's gonna wrap it up for tonight. It's not the end of the video because I'm gonna film when we get the car onto the trailer tomorrow, hopefully. So, but for us, we're done for tonight. I think we'll torque down the lugs one last time and then should be good to go. We're definitely gonna go through the brakes again when we get the car back, but they should be good enough to actually stop the car when it comes off the trailer tomorrow. So, but yeah, next thing you'll see is tomorrow morning. Well. Good morning, everyone. It is the following morning. And, well, Fabricator is on his way, so it's happening. The car will be leaving the garage today, so super excited about that. Yeah, I just want to give you all an update. I'm going to be sitting here in my chair, waiting for him to show up. He's on his way. He's pretty close by, so it won't take very long. And I'll be sure to get a quick clip of the car going up on the trailer. But just doing some cleaning in the garage while I wait. Definitely left a mess last night. I also got some brake cleaner and I sprayed the crap out of everything back there. Hopefully nothing, you know, the paint doesn't all strip off or whatever, but yeah, so everything's clean back there. I didn't see any more leaks. Hopefully nothing comes up like that. And yeah, so I'm a little worried about that brake fluid that ended up everywhere, but nah, shit happens, you know. But yeah, all right guys, I'll see you in a bit.
You want to just hop in?
Yeah.
Watch the door, yeah.
Yeah, you're good. We'll keep pushing you all the way back until you can get lined up.
A little bit, yeah.
That's good.
Right there.
You pull it right. All right, guys. Well, as you saw, car is now gone, so that gives me some space to do some much needed cleaning. Car's been sitting here for probably 4 or 5 months now, so the floor's gotten pretty gross. Time to clean up a little bit and sweep this out. Also got all that brake fluid on the floor still, so going to spray that down with brake clean. And yeah, I think that's gonna about do it for this video. Appreciate y'all watching it. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't wait to finish the car. Super excited to finish the car, actually. Said 5 days. We'll see. Should be pretty soon though. We'll have it back and we'll be able to start tuning it. Throw some coolant in there. It's the only fluid left. And we'll be able to start hammering out through some small issues we might have with it, since, you know, we took the whole thing apart damn near. So it's bound to be some small stuff we're gonna have to take care of. But can't wait to move on to the next step. So thanks for sticking around. See you guys next time.